Alright, we have shuffled up and we are going to do our best of ones. So we will lay out our battlefields here and determine in a random way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same thing for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
So 3, we'll take the middle ones. These other 2 will leave. I have forgotten Monument. This says players can't score until their 3rd turn.
And I have the Dazzling Aurora. When you conquer here, you can discard a card and draw a card.
Okay, so we'll do a high roll. See who goes first. I rolled Snake Eyes.
The Revenge. I got double Snake Eyes.
Okay.
Yep. I will go first.
Okay. I will draw my 4, and I will do a mulligan. I will mulligan these 2 cards.
I will keep.
Okay. And then I will draw my 2, and then we can start.
Okay. I'm gonna channel 2 runes.
Okay.
And I will play a Shadow Order Disciple.
Okay.
When he moves, I can mill a card to give him +1 might.
Okay.
Pass turn.
I will channel my 3.
Oh, and draw for turn.
Draw for turn. I will pay 2 to dredge up, which will draw 1, and it has flow, which means I can play it from my graveyard for the flow cost, and that will be my turn.
I will awaken. And I will channel and draw.
Yep.
I will move to Dazzling Aurora.
Okay.
Start of a showdown. I will pass priority.
I will not have anything in showdown, so you will move to conquer.
Okay, I'm gonna move to conquer. I'm gonna score 1 point. And I will discard a card.
Yep, so that is the effect of Zon Warrens. When you conquer here, discard 1, draw 1.
Discard a Perfect Execution and draw a card. I will pay 2 runes to play a Traveling Merchant.
Yep.
Yeah, the ETBs, I think.
And I will pass turn.
Okay, I will untap, I will channel my 2 runes and draw for turn. Okay, that's actually pretty good for me. I am going to mobilize, which will channel 1 rune exhausted.
This one, I pulled. Yeah, I'll let you.
I will then pay 2 to cast Dredge Up from my discard to draw a card. So this will now be banished, and that will be turn for me.
But you draw whenever. Like, you can do it tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow. Draw off.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or I'll see you.
I will awaken.
Yeah, I literally dropped an Evermore on my way.
Beginning phase, I will hold to 2.
Yep.
It's like, I don't know if
Channel 2.
Now it is turn 3, so you are able to score here at this battlefield.
We.
Dollar size to shot. So you're not like, what's 1060?
I remember my notes actually like vanilla, and I remember.
I will move Traveling Merchant to the Fortified Mountain.
Okay.
Forgotten Mountain. When I move, I will discard a card. I will discard a Death Mark to draw a card.
Yep. I'll just tell you now, I have nothing in showdown.
Yep. And I will score to 3. I'll pay 3, 4, and I will play Zed, freed from the shadows,
Okay.
or from the shadows. I can, as an additional cost, I can discard a card, which I will discard a Perfect Execution.
Yep.
If I do, when he enters, I get a Shadow Clone. Also.
Oh yeah, you can have what you requested.
And I will pass the turn.
Okay.
Whoa, yeah.
So I will untap.
For the beginning, I feel like that was my big issue was
Channel 2.
money enough to make it last, but have to worry about the costing the ability to
And
sell
draw.
through what's coming in and leaving more. There's always
Okay. So I have an interesting turn here that
You can buy something floated.
He is one short from Aurora.
Yep, I am one short from Aurora. But the issue that I have is that I have too many things that I want to do on this turn to keep you from going to 5, but I am not able to do them at the moment. And so I am going to continue with my plan of
Losing.
ramping here. So I will play Plateworm Egg. This enters exhausted, and so it normally will tap for 1. If it becomes empowered, it taps for 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Legend ability for Jayce. I will tap him and pay 1 to ready a gear. So I will now ready my Plateworm Egg. I will then pay 1 and tap the egg to make it empowered.
It's a little more laid back, actually.
So now on my next turn, it will tap for 2. I will just continue to go through my deck, and I will play Dredge Up to draw a card. Okay, that's actually pretty good for future turns. Hopefully we can make it to that point, and I will pass.
I will awaken.
Yeah, so
Beginning, I will hold to 5.
okay.
I will channel 2 runes,
I'm not
and I will draw a card.
I'm not super worried about him going to 5 at this moment. I'm more worried about him going to 7.
I saw that coming.
That was ETB.
But one of them basically no call, no show. Basically, she gave it an hour and a half.
And the other one.
Now, I will play a stack deck. I'm gonna look at the top 3 and put 1 in my hand and recycle the rest. I will grab this and put it in my hand.
We don't have a proof that she was there. It's just otherwise.
And I will pay 1.
Ultimately, it's the garbage in the situation.
I will pay 1 and recycle 2 runes to flow my Death Mark from the grave. If it resolves, I'm going to burn 3, which is milling the top 3 cards into my trash, and then I make another Shadow Clone.
Yep. I don't play any counterspells in this deck, so you're good to resolve your Death Mark.
Okay, play mill a Switcheroo, Ride the Wind, and a Pike. Those all go to my discard. Death Mark is going to get into my removal. My Master of Shadows ability is going to trigger. Since a card was banished from my grave, he is going to be empowered.
Babysitting the plate.
Yeah, exactly. The hardest part of our job is you put liquid in container, shake container, pour out liquid into another container.
Which have very strict rules on how to pay, about how to do this.
And then clean. That's it.
Yeah. And then be nice to people, cordial to people.
That's probably the hardest part.
Somehow, in most games, that is true.
I will pay 4 to play
People who are in this circle.
a Blighted Battle Axe.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will.
That's what Sarah does. She's like, I just think it's like, I don't know, introverted and don't like to talk.
Same.
I'm going to move Traveling Merchant back to my base so I can trigger his ability. I'm going to discard a card. I'm going to discard it up from the deep to draw a
Yeah.
card.
Oh, literally, like after Chris, I'll go home and be like, I'm not nothing.
I will play a Seal of Rage, bottom decking a red rune. And I will pass turn.
Okay. So we made it to the Pinnacle turn, and Marco is going to be very, very sad what he is going to see next. So we are channeling our 2 runes. We have made it to the point where we need to... We're going to do some cool stuff here because we do have the Dazzling Aurora in hand. That is the key to our deck. That is what we want to be doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2. I will use one of them to activate the Jayce ability to ready a gear, readying the Plateworm Egg. I'll go to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, recycling 2 orange runes, and I will be putting Dazzling Aurora into play. So this says at the end of my turn, I reveal cards from the top of my main deck until I reveal a unit, and then I play it ignoring its cost and recycle the rest.
Yep.
Doesn't matter now, it didn't matter then.
So I now have the knowledge that I have the ability to do all 3 of these things in my hand this turn, and I will essentially clear out his battlefield and have him bottom a card if I need to. So I will start off with Sabotage. So I'll have Marco reveal his hand and choose a non-unit card from it, and then they will recycle it. So he'll put it to the bottom.
Reveal Kaisa, a Switcheroo, and a Cleave.
Okay. I will have him put the Switcheroo to the bottom. And what I am going to do is now I will go to my end of my turn, which will trigger the Dazzling Aurora. So I will flip until I hit a unit, which here is my unit. Elder Dragon, so when he enters, he says any amount of damage is enough to kill enemy units. When I play him, I choose 1 enemy unit at each location, so that will be at each battlefield and his base, and then I will deal 1 to them. So I will choose Shadow Order Disciple, and I will choose Zed. Because of the Elder Dragon effect, that will kill both units because of him saying that they will die.
You like the bottom 4 of a box. That's what you got. Like, I not altered, I just opened the case, pulled them out, he took the 3 out of the middle that was left, and then you got the bottom 4 out of the case. Nothing altered, by the way.
That was sick. I pulled the 3 alt secret Susanos.
That's what he told me.
Yeah, and the SP. I was okay, cool.
Untouched,
Yeah.
bottom 4.
So I will pass turn, and Marco more than likely go to 6 on his next turn, but I will pretty much keep him from doing that the rest of the game.
Okay.
At least that is the plan.
I will untap everything. And beginning, I hold no bases. I will go to channel, and I will draw.
So I know he has Kaisa, which he can use to get to a battlefield if he wants to accelerate it.
Yeah. I'm going to pay 5. I'm going to play Kaisa, and I'm going to accelerate it, paying for the power cost with the seal. We'll enter ready, and when she cockers, she will draw a card.
Yeah, so I know he has a Cleave in hand and just 1 mystery card, but that really should not affect what is going to happen with my reaction to what he's going to do on this turn.
I don't like coordination.
I'm going to attempt to move Kaisa to the mountain.
Okay. We will go into Showdown.
Yep. I will pass priority.
Okay. I'm going to do some fancy card maneuvering. I will start a chain by tapping 2 and recycling 2 blue runes. And I will Bellows Breath with repeat. So what this is going to do is deal 1 damage to up to 3 units at the same location. Actually, I don't even have to do it. I can actually only do this once since it's 3 units at 1 location, and I'm going to do this choosing all 3 units in his base since they're at the same location. And I will then react to that by casting Flurry of Blades, which will deal 1 to all units at battlefields. So what this is going to happen is Flurry of Blades will kill the Kaisa because of the Elder Dragon in play. Bellows Breath will kill all 3 units in his base.
And I am very sad. Yep. So everything is gonna die.
So Flurry of Blades will happen, Bellows Breath will happen, all of his units are gonna die. And we are now out of the danger zone.
I'm going to activate Master of Shadows. Action, I can disempower him to discard a card and draw a card. I will discard the cleave that he knows about to draw a card.
So now I have no information of what's in his hand, but I am not too terribly worried about it.
I'll bring you the money tomorrow.
And seeing as I lost everything, I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay, so he didn't play another unit. It's not a big deal. I don't have any real worry about it, so we're going to channel our 2 runes.
I really.
Draw for turn.
At first I didn't know. I literally didn't know what was going on. So at first I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I literally didn't know what you're talking about.
I will go ahead and just tap this for 2, and I will cast Mobilize to channel a rune exhausted.
Age messaged me saying, like, oh, hey, by the way, this, and then I heard the sword from I think if I could piece together what has been happening now.
I will then pay 7
Katie blames us for shooting that.
and cast Clairvoyance. So this says predict 5, so I'll look at the top 5 cards in my deck. I can recycle them, so put them to the bottom and put the rest back on top in any order, and then I'll draw 2 cards.
Wait.
Yeah, you can give that one the flip guy, right?
Yeah, she is. No. Well, it's just, first off, it's just,
Okay,
you basically
so I'm taking this because this is part of the ability to just recur this deck over and over and over again. So this will be one of the things that I will put back on top. The rest of these aren't really necessary because this is mainly just if we high roll. This is just another copy of Aurora, so we're going to go ahead and just put them to the bottom and draw 1 random card.
It is what it is.
I'll catch you later.
So put this back, and then we'll draw our 2.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, that is actually a really good draw there.
I need to go to the Don't need to go to the
So we can have that held up. We're going to go ahead and move to the Forgotten Monument with the Elder Dragon. Start a showdown. I have nothing. If you have...
I'm a pass priority.
Okay, I will score 2-1. Then I will actually... I will then actually use the Jayce to untap the Plateworm Egg, so that way I have access to a little more energy on my next turn. So I will go to my end of my turn, triggering the Dazzling Aurora, and I will flip until I hit a unit.
I never won a quick game.
Shocker, we hit an Elder Dragon, which doesn't do anything at this point, but be a 10 might unit.
Yeah.
No.
And we will put it into our base and pass the turn.
Narrator, it was in fact not fine.
Now a Wigan.
I agree with the peanut gallery. It is not fine for Marco at this point.
Good night, friends. Good night. Later. Bye, everyone.
I didn't know you were supposed to play before. Fuck you.
Why would you push things in when they don't say anything? DP.
See, it doesn't make sense for you. I have to use all 3 to try to get rid of
Diet DP.
Do I skip one?
You just pick one.
What? Pick one. Okay. Oh, okay. So
Other
3.
cola.
And then the dash off. That'll be this. Yep. 25.
I need cards in my hand. Good.
12K zap twice. Bullshit. I want to zap alive so I can play my roll.
This is not looking good for me.
I search for something. I search for this, right? Yeah. I was like, wait, I'm missing a card. This will be
I'm gonna play a Shadow Order Disciple.
Okay.
And I will pay. Pay 3 to flow. Oh, he is awakened. I will pay 3 and a power to flow my perfect execution from my graveyard. I'm gonna ready it and give him Assault 3 until end of turn. And it gets put into exile.
Yep.
Untap.
And because you banished a card, your Zed is also empowered.
Yep.
Yeah. Card
And,
draw for you at this point is very important.
and I'm going to move over here with the Shadow Order. I am going to burn a card to give him +1 might when he
Okay.
moves. I will mill a Death Mark, which is what I would like to see.
Okay.
Go to Showdown. I'm going to pass priority.
In Showdown, I'm pretty fine with. I think I'm okay with him going to 6 because I do have this. I'm not too terribly worried about it. So yeah, I'm perfectly fine with you going to 6.
I got 1.
I just need to double check how many of these I went through. So okay. So I have 1 more of these. I have 2 more of these.
I'm going to pay 3 to flow my Up from the Deep. I'm going to play 2 1 might tentacle tokens.
Okay.
And I'll pass turn.
Okay. So I'm perfectly fine with him doing this. It means that he's not really going through a lot of things. I'm going to hold to 2. And I'll channel my 2 runes. And I will draw for turn. Okay, so I'm not too worried. We're just drawing redundant cards at this point. And we have plenty of discard fodder, so we're going to go ahead and move to this battlefield with Elder Dragon. I will start Showdown and I will pass priority.
Yep. And I will pass priority. So
Okay.
he will get eaten.
Yep, so now I will go up to 3, and then Zon Warren's effect will take place. This seems the perfect time for me to just discard this Dredge up and draw a card. We have hit more redundancy, which is not a big deal, to pay 3, do Plateworm Egg, and I am actually going to empower my Jayce, because this is one of these turns where the ability, I just want to get all of these cards out of the way so that I can not worry about them later. I'm going to play another Plateworm Egg that I just drew, and then I will tap 1, so now that he's empowered I will ready 2 gears. So again, I will ready these 2, and then I will empower both of them. So all I'm going to do, just to make this battlefield a little nicer, so I'm just going to stack them on top of each other with this empower so we don't have everything all over the place. With that, I will go to the end of my turn for Dazzling Aurora. So I only have 1 more unit in the deck. That is why this deck is pretty, what you would call a high rolling deck. We play a bunch of cards that let us try to see and play these large units as much as possible. I'm just going to go ahead and put it to the battlefield. Do you want to see any of the cards?
Okay, good.
So with that, it will be my turn.
Awaken, and I don't think we have much that we can do. There's a couple draws, I think, that could help. And I will draw.
Yeah, so
I'm going to activate Master Shadows. I'm going to disempower. And discard a card. I'm gonna discard a Traveling Merchant.
Yep.
To draw a card.
So the cool thing about Zed is that the disempower ability is also an action, so he can do it at any time in a showdown to start a chain when an action is available. So that's good information to have when he's in a matchup and he's just trying to get the maximum value in his showdown.
I believe he gets it right now. Is it face? Yeah, he gets it.
I am worried a little bit about this Blighted Axe in play, but again, I'm not going to stress about it. Basically, all I'm trying to do now is just sit on these battlefields until I essentially win the game, which will be in 3 more turns.
Only if you kill them.
They are if she does the 7 drops. That's about it.
But it's all about just cheating your 8 drop shadows and fucking.
I don't think so, though.
And since I don't really have anything that I'm going to be doing to respond to him, I'm just going to let him
The purple
take his time to figure everything out, what he wants to do. Since to win this turn, he needs to get through 30 might
Yeah.
on 2 different battlefields.
I'm going to attach Blighted Battle Axe to this Tentacle token
Okay.
to make him a 5 might,
Okay,
and he is going to come at the 2 Elder Dragons.
that's an interesting attack, so I'm wondering what he has in hand that can actually get him through this. Yeah, we can go ahead and start the showdown.
I am going to play a switcheroo.
How's more fun? It's still more
I'm going to switch my Tentacles power of 1 with this Elder Dragon.
So I know everybody got some.
Okay, so current might is 5 because of the battle
I
axe.
know with bacon and pickles.
So I don't have an issue with that. If it gets to the point where he's going to try to get through this, I do have this, and then I'll play this next turn and just not have to worry about it. So I don't have a problem with this whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead and just say, let's figure out where our dice went. And with Riftbound, my might will now be 5, and his might will go to 10. Let me try to find something.
Yeah, there's no graveyard effects.
Wouldn't it be 14 because this is a statically give them 4?
So these don't actually work the way they do in other games. When this actually affects the might, once you do the switcheroo, this works in pluses and minuses. So this might will actually be on, will basically be a part of the unit. It's not on the gear.
Okay.
So he will have a total might of 5, and then when you switcheroo, he will go to 10, and he will go to 5, but this will no longer basically affect. The only effect would happen is if you don't conquer, and he'll deal 4 damage to himself. But like I said, I don't have a problem with this at this particular moment. So switcheroo is resolved. I will not worry about it because I will trade off 1 Elder Dragon with the tentacle, and then he'll probably swing in with this other tentacle here and attempt to...
I am going to, while we're in combat, I'm going to put a Rengar into play.
Okay.
Rengar is a 3 might unit. He has Assault 2, and he can be played onto a battlefield that I'm attacking.
Yep.
So we are currently tied at 15.
Yeah. So this is the reason why I wasn't worried. I'm going to go ahead and do this now, and I'm going to start another chain after this Rengar has resolved, and I will Bella's Breath. And I will deal 1 damage to each of these units. And once again, with Elder Dragon's effect, this Bellows Breath basically will kill any unit in play at this battlefield.
And
No, Brian would get a monster.
are you gonna pass focus?
Yeah, I pass focus on
Okay.
this. This is the only thing that I have this turn.
I'm going to play a Ride the Wind.
Okay.
I'm going to target this token.
Okay.
He is going to untap and go back to base.
Spellcaster.
Okay.
I'm moving back to base. So that just leaves the Rengar
Yeah.
at
So
this, to die to this.
This deck would have been so broken.
yeah.
Can't search for
I think it was secrets and get a.
So sadly, that kind of failed me.
The High Priestess would be insane.
You just get a high priest.
And we're running out of value in our yard.
Other two face, man. I think it's
Yeah, so he can do the original play, like I said, where he can come back in with the tentacle to kill this Elder Dragon, and then reattach the battle axe here, and come back and do this, because this will be at 5 might till the end of turn.
Yeah. Which is probably the only thing I have left now. So we are going to swing back.
Yep. They-
I'm going to pass priority in the showdown.
I'm going to tell you I have nothing, so I'm going to go ahead and just say you're going to kill this.
Yep. And then this tentacle dies.
And then we'll do the same thing in trade-off.
Yeah.
You'll pay 1 and recycle.
To equip the tentacle
Yep, that's
to
fine.
finish off the last one.
No choice but to I have no other good course to get. I can take this.
And I'm going to pass turn.
Okay. So I will go up to 4. On my turn. Channel 2 runes. And draw. Like I said, I wasn't too terribly worried about it. I'm going to play Garbage Grabber. So this says I can recycle 3 cards from my trash and tap and pay 1 to tap it and draw a card. So I can go ahead and just do this,
Yeah.
and I will put Elder Dragon, Bellows Breath, and Bellows Breath back into my library. And because of Dazzling Aurora, it doesn't, the order doesn't necessarily matter, because I'm gonna just get to these bottom 3 cards and just stack it in such a way so we don't have to waste time with going through the rest of the deck, because the only unit is Elder Dragon. Move this here, and then I will draw my 1 card. Okay. I will go to the end of turn. I will
Bullshit.
flip this over, and then Bellows Breath.
Yep.
Elder Dragon. So I now know what the top card of my deck is. This will all get shuffled.
So that means the last card is a Bellows Breath.
Yeah,
Which,
so I will guarantee to draw a Bellows Breath on my next turn.
and with that, I think we concede because we have no cards in hand. We have 1 creature we can make next turn, guaranteed, which is
And-
not enough.
And knowing that I have Bellows Breath on the top of my deck, and I have another Elder Dragon, and I can just infinitely recur these in theory with Garbage Grabber. Yeah, I think that's a smart concession, because ultimately he probably will only have 2 turns left to play the game.
Sad, sad, sad lime.
So we are doing best of 1s for these, so this may not necessarily go the same way in game 2.
It doesn't really matter.
He may have some good sideboard cards to deal with the Dazzling Auroras, or some way to deal with the Elder Dragons. But because we are currently just doing best of 1s, just to kind of showcase these new legends, new cards and everything and new strategies, even though Dazzling Aurora has been a strategy for 4 sets now.
Hooey.
Just something new to see and everything.
The new Dazzling Aurora decks.
Yeah,
Yay.
the new variation.
Yay. Even more cancer than the original.